My beloved, I see you. The countless moments when your soul has trembled beneath the weight of trials and doubt. You are walking through valleys that seem endless, shadows stretching longer than comfort can reach, and you wonder if the dawn will ever break through your midnight. But I am here, watching over you with eyes full of tenderness and piercing hope. Your victory is near. This is not a distant promise whispered by chance. It is the reality I have planted deep within your spirit. Like a seed buried in the soil, waiting for the warmth of spring, your breakthrough is gathering strength beneath the surface. It is coming, even if the soil seems hard and winter's chill has gripped your heart. In the silence of your struggles, in the quiet moments when the world seems deaf to your prayers, I am still speaking. I am moving unseen currents behind the scenes of your life, orchestrating a symphony of redemption and triumph. You may not yet see the threads I am weaving, but your story is not forgotten. Every tear you have shed, every sleepless night, every breath you have prayed in desperation, I carry them all. I'm not detached or distant. I'm intimately entwined with every beat of your heart. This season is shaping you, preparing you for a victory so profound that when it arrives, it will alter your very understanding of what is possible. Your battles feel endless, but remember, even the darkest night must yield to the morning. I am the light that pierces the shadows, the breath that revives the weary, and the hand that lifts the fallen. You have been holding on with a strength you did not know you possessed, and it is that perseverance, that flickering flame of faith within you, that I am ready to ignite into a blaze of glory. This is a moment just before the breakthrough, where faith wrestles with despair, and hope stands fragile, yet unyielding. I ask you now, hold fast. Lean deeper into me. Let this truth settle in you. The victory I have promised is not a distant hope, but an unfolding reality made for you. I see the battles etched in your spirit, the moments where you felt alone and overwhelmed. You have faced giants, whether in the form of doubts, losses, or fears that clawed at your peace. Yet, here you are, still standing, still wrestling with the unseen, still longing with a heart full of expectation. This perseverance is not by chance. It is the preparation for your triumph. I have placed an anointing upon you, a divine empowerment that no trial can destroy. As you press through the struggle, do not mistake the waiting for abandonment. My timing is perfect, even when it feels slow. I am sculpting your victory with the patience of eternity and the precision of a loving Father who knows exactly what you need. You are not forsaken. I see you, not as the world sees you, or even as you sometimes see yourself, but with eyes saturated in unconditional love and destiny. Your past mistakes, your failures, your moments of weakness, they don't define you. I am writing a new story for you, a story of victory that will outshine every dark chapter that tried to hold you captive. This victory is personal. It is tailored to your journey and crafted out of my boundless grace. I invite you now to cling to this hope like a lifeline. Even if your heart is weary and your spirit has been bruised, I am breathing new life into you. Your breakthrough is not just near, it is knocking on the door of your soul. Will you rise to answer it? The war you fight is not in vain. Every step you have taken through this storm has been a march toward deliverance. You might not have felt like a warrior, but you are one. Deep within you lies a resilience that I place there, an unquenchable light that no darkness can dim. Your victory is a testament to the power of my covenant with you, a promise that no matter how deep the valley, no matter how fierce the storm, I will bring you through into green pastures and still waters. Believe in my heart for you. Believe in the strength I have given. And in this moment, let your soul exhale every doubt and inhale the promise of what is to come. I know the weight of waiting, and I know the ache of uncertainty, but I also know what I'm doing in your life. Your victory is not only for you, but serves a greater purpose beyond what you currently comprehend. It's a beacon of my glory and a testimony of my faithfulness. You have been part of this divine plan from the beginning, and no force on earth or in the heavens can derail what I have ordained. When your victory arrives, it will shake foundations and awaken hope in hearts around you. So, as you stand on this precipice, I urge you, raise your eyes from the hardships. Look toward the horizon, where my light is breaking. Embrace the truth that your deliverance is not a dream, but a certainty I have sealed with my love. Let this word take root deep inside your soul. When waves of despair threaten to overwhelm, remember that your victory is not just near, it is inevitable. You were created for triumph, fashioned to rise above every trial, crafted to walk in the fullness of my authority. This is your season, child, the moment before the dawn, where the dark feels heaviest, but the promise of light is closest. I am with you. I am the strength beneath your feet, the courage within your heart. Trust me now, for the breakthrough you crave is coming swiftly. Do not turn away from this truth. Hold on to it, cherish it, claim it as your own. Your victory is near. My love surrounds you. My power sustains you. Step forward in faith and feel the joy that is rising to meet you. My dear child, I perceive the heaviness that clings to your heart, the silent ache that you dare not voice aloud. The burdens you carry are not hidden from me. Each sorrow, each question echoing in the depths of your soul, resonates before my throne. I know the moments when the night feels interminable, when the shadows seem to stretch beyond dawn, and your spirit wrestles quietly with the doubts and fears that creep in like a slow, unsettling tide. These are not mere passing moments of weakness. They are the sacred spaces where I meet you, where my patience enfolds you, even when you falter. Do you see, beloved, how tenderly I hold you in these times? When you stumble in confusion or falter beneath the weight of despair, I am not distant or indifferent. I am the steady hand on your shoulder, the quiet presence beside you, whispering reassurance that you are never alone. Though you may feel like a lost vessel adrift on a storm-swept sea, my love is the unshakable anchor beneath you. Even in the silence that sometimes stretches between your prayers, my heart whispers your name, inviting you to lean into my everlasting arms. Understand that my correction is not harsh or condemning. It is the gentle pruning that encourages new life to emerge. Like the gardener tending a cherished tree, I remove what hinders your growth so you may bear fruit more abundant and pure. Your struggles are not punishments, but opportunities for transformation, chances to empty yourself of what enslaves you, so I might fill you with my Spirit's peace and power. In your brokenness, my grace flows most freely. I'm not angry at your weakness. I rejoice in your desire to be made whole. You are never out of reach of my mercy, no matter how far you feel you have fallen. Let the silence between thoughts draw you closer to me, for it is in these quiet moments that my presence shines most brightly, healing the wounds you have hidden, even from yourself. Does your soul long for assurance that you are still treasured, even when you feel unworthy? I tell you now, you are more precious than the rarest gem, more beloved than the morning sun breaking through a darkened sky. My love for you is not contingent on your performance or your victories. It is the unending wellspring from which you draw life. When you doubt your place or purpose, remember that you are known intimately by me. Your name is engraved on the palm of my hand, and your story is woven into the fabric of eternity. In this season of uncertainty and testing, I invite you to rest in the knowledge that I am with you. You do not walk alone through the valley of shadows. My light guides your every step. Though the road may twist and the horizon seem distant, trust in my promise that I am working all things for your good and my glory. The days you feel most abandoned are the very days I am closest, tenderly marking the path for you to follow. Will you receive this comfort now, letting it settle deeply within your soul? If your heart is stirring beneath the mask of weariness, do not turn away. Lean into my embrace and let me whisper peace over your fears. Invite me to heal the wounds that silence your joy and restore the fire that once burned bright within you. This moment, precious one, is a sacred appointment between your soul and the divine. Embrace it fully, knowing that the God who created the stars carries you in his hands, now and always. My beloved, I see the silent battles that rage within your heart, the quiet whispers of doubt and fear that often cloud your mind. These shadows may seem overwhelming, stretching endlessly like a dark horizon, where hope feels distant and unreachable. Yet, even in that vast expanse of uncertainty, I am present, a steady lighthouse cutting through the fog to guide you home. It is in the midst of your deepest fears and anxieties that I weave the most intricate tapestry of love and strength around your soul. Fear can be a thief, stealing your peace and sowing seeds of paralysis, making each step feel heavier than the last. Anxiety whispers lies, convincing you that you are alone, that no one understands, that you are forgotten or rejected. But listen closely, my dear child, for these are not the truths etched upon your heart. You are held firmly and tenderly in hands that will never let go. The storms that churn past you are not without purpose. They are the crucible where your faith is forged into something unshakable. Though you may not see the final form yet, I am shaping you through every trembling moment. Trust does not come from the absence of fear, but from the choice to walk through it with me by your side. Like the oak tree that stands rooted amidst the wildest winds, so too shall your spirit find its strength, not from the calm, but from standing strong amid the tempest. When anxiety whispers, "What if you fail?" or "What if all falls apart?" remember that my power is made perfect in your frailty. The very things that threaten to unravel you are the threads I use to create resilience. You don't have to carry your burdens alone. I'm the quiet voice in the chaos, the gentle hand that steadies you when your knees weaken, the breath that fills your lungs when panic steals your peace. I invite you now, my child, to lay down the weapons of worry and embrace the peace I offer so freely. Take a moment, breathe deeply, and feel my presence surrounding you like a warm blanket on a cold night. Let my peace, which surpass all understanding, settle like a river flooding the dry valleys of your heart. You were never meant to navigate this journey in isolation. I am here, always, and I am infinitely patient. If the night feels endless and your heart grows weary, come to me again and again. Speak the truths of your fears aloud, but listen also, with a quiet heart, to my whispers of love and reassurance. Every tear you shed is precious to me, and in my eyes, you are more than your struggles. You are the beloved for whom I have given everything. Do you feel that? The gentle unburdening that comes when you surrender your heaviness into my hands? That is the lifeline I have prepared for you, a place where your soul can find rest and renewal. Do not be afraid to trust me with your doubts, your anxieties, your trembling hope. I am not distant or indifferent. I am the faithful companion who walks with you even when the path is steep and the night is long. Let this invitation sink deep into your being. Release your fear into my care. Breathe in my peace, and know that you are never abandoned or unseen. You are treasured beyond measure. Will you step into this sanctuary I offer now? Will you believe, not in the fleeting assurances of the world, but in the eternal embrace of my unwavering love? Hold fast to this truth, beloved. Though the shadows may press close, the dawn is breaking, and with it comes a new strength that will carry you through every trial. Trust me with each beat of your anxious heart, and I will guide you into a place of confidence, courage, and calm. Rest here with me now. Feel my heartbeat match yours, steadying and sure. You are mine, and nothing can separate you from the love that covers you like the morning sun flooding a darkened valley. Will you come to me in this moment, with your fears and your hope intertwined? I am waiting, always. My dear, I know the shadows of fear and doubt that often cloud your heart. They come unbidden, like wild winds in the night, shaking the fragile branches of your spirit. I see the trembling within you, the quiet hesitations, the unspoken questions that linger in silence. These moments of uncertainty are not signs of weakness, but invitations to draw closer to me. I do not shun the broken, nor hide from the trembling. Rather, I meet you there, in the place where fear feels most formidable and doubt whispers loudest. Fear is a master of disguise, sometimes cloaked in the guise of practicality or caution, yet underneath, it seeks to sever your connection with my peace. Doubt often walks hand in hand with fear, casting shadows over the promises I have breathed into your soul. Yet remember this, no shadow lasts when my light shines forth. When you feel overwhelmed, as if you are sinking beneath waves too turbulent to withstand, know that I am the anchor you can cling to. Even in the fiercest storms, my presence is constant, a steady hand upon your trembling life. You might ask, why does this fear persist if you are with me? My beloved, understand that the presence of fear is not a failure, but a part of your journey. It is in the wrestling, the grappling against unseen foes, that your faith is refined like gold in the fire. Do not fear the struggle itself. It is shaping you into one who trusts deeply, not in circumstances, but in me. I am not distant in these moments. I am as near as your next breath, as close as your beating heart. Anxiety may trumpet loud in your mind, spinning tales of what might go wrong, whispering lies about your inadequacy and unworthiness. I say to you now, these lies do not originate from me. They are echoes of the world's brokenness and the enemy's schemes to dishearten you. But my dear child, my words are louder, my truth deeper. I have not called you to a life of paralyzing dread, but to one of courageous trust. Amid uncertainty, let your soul anchor itself in the certainty of my love and the promise that I work all things for your good and my glory. When you find yourself doubting your path or questioning your worthiness to receive my grace and blessings, do not turn away from me in shame. Come closer. Lean into my embrace. Let my spirit whisper over you the profound truth that you are my beloved, fearfully and wonderfully made. You are not defined by the fears that assail you, but by the unchanging love I have for you, a love that knows no end and transcends every shadow. Do you see now, child, that the moments you face your fears, speak honestly to me about your doubts? You are not weak but brave. You are not alone, for I walk with you through every trembling step. The darkness you sense is not greater than the light I shine within you. Trust me enough to lay down your anxieties and find rest in the truth that I am orchestrating a masterpiece out of your life, even if the brushstrokes seem uncertain now. Release the burden of trying to understand every twist and turn. Sometimes my sovereign plan unfolds in silence and unseen ways, and your peace is found not in knowledge, but in surrender. Surrender your fears, your doubts, your unanswered questions into my hands. Let this truth settle deep within you. I am your refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. While your mind races with what-ifs, your heart can be still, knowing I am your steadfast Redeemer. If your heart trembles in the face of uncertainty, do not turn away or harden it. Instead, bring every anxious thought to me like a precious offering. Let us converse in these quiet moments, for my spirit intercedes for you when words escape you. You will find that, as you anchor your trust in me, fear loses its grip, and confidence blooms. Not confidence in your own strength, but in the unfailing power of my love holding you steady. Remember, my dear child, that courage is born from vulnerability. When you openly declare your fears and doubts before me, you invite my healing presence to transform them into strength. The valley of fear is not a place of defeat, but a sacred ground where faith is nurtured. Will you believe me this time when I say that fear has no dominion over you when you choose to trust in me? Will you stand with me in the tension of not knowing and allow my peace to settle your soul? Draw near, and in this drawing near, discover the profound intimacy that fear and doubt cannot touch, the sanctuary of my love. Lean on my everlasting arms, and let your heart beat in rhythm with the assurance that my purpose for you is unswerving, even when your path feels obscured. Rise from the depths of uncertainty with renewed resolve. Shine the light of your faith in the darkest hours, for you are not alone. I am here, guiding you step by step through every shadowed place you encounter. Let your spirit find rest in this unshakable truth. My love casts out fear, and my presence fills every empty space within you. Hold tightly to me, beloved, for I am your fortress and your peace. Will you surrender your anxieties and trust in the unfailing power of my presence? Will you allow my love to calm every restless wave within you? Today, make this choice to step forward, not by sight but by faith, knowing I walk beside you always. Let this truth settle in you. My dear child, sometimes the weight of fear and doubt presses upon your soul like an unyielding storm, swirling relentlessly in the depths of your heart. I see how anxiety creeps silently into your thoughts, wrapping tendrils around your peace, whispering lies that cloud your vision and attempt to distort the truth I've planted within you. Yet I am here, unwavering, a fortress standing firm amid the tempest. I do not abandon my beloved, nor do I tire of pursuing the trembling heart that longs for refuge. Fear may roar and shadows may stretch long, but you are anchored in a love that never falters. When doubt wells up, making your spirit tremble with uncertainty, it is not a reflection of weakness tucked inside you, but rather the echo of a very human heart seeking certainty in a world blind to eternity. I understand every trembling breath that passes through your lips. Like a tender shepherd, I'm calling you back, inviting you to rest in the assurance of my power and steadfastness. Your doubts pull at you, but they need not imprison your soul. Fear is a veil that obscures the brilliance of my promises, but I have pierced the darkness with my own hand. The dawn has broken forever because of me. When your steps falter in the twilight hours of worry, lift your eyes and find me waiting, a glowing shelter where you are known wholly and loved completely. I know that anxiety can cast long shadows even over moments of supposed calm, The relentless what-ifs that flood your mind, the racing pace of a heart reluctant to trust, all these can feel like chains tightening around your free spirit. Yet, my dear one, fear is never meant to be the language of your soul. I breathe into you a spirit of power, love, and sound mind, a divine balm to every wound inflicted by doubt. When anxiety threatens to sweep away your joy, remember my voice that rises above it all, whispering promises of peace you cannot earn, but only receive by surrender. Do not strive to silence the storm on your own. Lean into me, and I will be your calm. Have you noticed how even the smallest flicker of my presence can begin to dissolve the shadows in your mind? I am not a distant observer waiting for your fall. I am a present and intimate companion, reaching out through the murmur of your fears, ready to enfold you in perfect peace. Fear always tries to convince you that you are alone, but my embrace is the antidote to isolation. In your moments of trembling, when anxiety paints your future in strokes of gray, do not hasten to push me away or run from the silence. Instead, come into the quiet refuge where your heart can be still and know that I am God. Child of mine, there is no shame in wrestling with fear. Even the mightiest warriors have known the grip of doubt. The difference is not the presence of the struggle, but the place where you choose to lay it down. My hand is open, not just to take your burdens, but to transform them. When you offer me your fear, I weave it into a tapestry of faith, creating beauty from what once was terror. I call you not to a life without difficulties, but to a life where fear no longer holds dominion over your soul. Consider the night sky, filled with countless stars, each one a promise that dawn will come. You do not see the sun in the depths of those night hours, yet you trust that light returns, because it always does. In your moments of doubt, I invite you to hold fast to this trust with a tenacity that defies logic and circumstance. My love for you is more constant than the cycles of day and night, a truth etched into the very fabric of creation. Let this truth settle in you, my beloved, that no matter how fierce the storm, my peace surpasses all understanding. You may feel small and insignificant in the grand design of the universe, as if your fears point to your frailty, but I tell you now, your fears highlight your need for me, and in that need, there is profound strength. Your trembling is not failure. It is a sacred invitation to deepen your dependence on me, to let my strength be perfected in your weakness. My grace meets you in the valley of your shadows, and there, in that quiet surrender, you discover the power to rise above every anxious thought. Take courage, beloved, for I am your unshakable foundation, the rock beneath your feet when the ground quakes. When your mind races with doubts and your spirit feels paralyzed by fear, I am your refuge, your shield, your sanctuary. Come to me not with pretense but with honesty. I am not alarmed by your fears. Rather, I am moved by your vulnerability. Trust me with your heart's ache, and watch how I transform those trembling moments into testimonies of my faithfulness. I am the stillness in the storm, the gentle whisper that calls your name in the chaos. When the night whispers lies, remember that my love shouts louder, proclaiming over you a future filled not with fear, but with hope. You're never alone in your struggle, my dear child. I walk beside you in every anxious step and every trembling breath. Lean into me, and you will find a peace that feels like coming home after a long journey through the wilderness. Will you believe me this time? Will you allow my presence to chase away your fears and anchor your soul in unwavering trust? Breathe deeply of my love right now, and rest secure in the truth that I am with you, holding you through every trial, every doubt, every silent sob. Come as you are, and find that in me, your heart finds its true home. My dear, there are moments in this journey of faith where the silence feels too long, where the waiting wears heavy upon your heart, and you wonder if I am truly near. I want you to know that even in the quiet, I am there, closer than breath, steady as the silent roots beneath an ancient tree. You may feel like a lone traveler in a vast desert, the sun blazing without respite, and the nights cold and starless. Yet beneath the sand, deep below, hidden waters flow unseen, sustaining the life of the desert even when nothing seems to stir on the surface. So too is my spirit working, beneath your visible circumstances, unseen but indispensable. Patience is not simply a passive endurance, it is an active breathing trust in my sovereignty and perfect timing. I am weaving the tapestry of your life, threading your days and nights with a purpose that may seem incomprehensible now. Your impatience is not a failure, but a sign of your longing for me, a desire for the fulfillment I will bring. I want you to lean into this waiting period and learn the rhythm of my heart, which beats in harmony with yours, even when the tempo feels slow or still. There is a sacredness to this space of waiting. It is a fertile soil where I prepare you to carry the fullness of what I am about to entrust to you. You are being shaped in invisible fires, refined like gold, made holy and whole. Sometimes, my dear child, it is in the waiting that your soul learns its deepest lessons of faith and surrender. Not the easy faith that flourishes when blessings flow, but the tenacious faith that clings to me in the silence and trusts my hand in the stillness. Do not mistake my silence for absence. See it rather as a profound invitation to dance with me in ways that do not rely on sound or motion. I am whispering in the spaces between your thoughts, calling you to rest in my presence even when words fail and answers seem far off. Your heartache, your questioning, your longing, all of these are known and held in my embrace. It is my desire that you find peace not in the resolution, but in the relationship itself, staying close even when the road ahead remains veiled. Know that you are not forgotten or forsaken. The lilies of the field neither toil nor spin, yet I clothe them in beauty beyond compare. You are far more precious. Nothing escapes my attention. Every tear that runs down your cheek is collected in a bottle. Your cries echo in my heart. This time of silence is a sacred space, a sacred pause that allows the melody of your faith to evolve into something deeper, richer, more enduring. What if you could release the burden of understanding? What if surrender became your bridge from fear to hope? I am calling you to step out of the frantic need to control and comprehend, and to place your hand fully in mine. Trust is not the absence of doubt, but the courage to walk forward even with trembling steps, knowing I am your sure foundation. You were never meant to walk alone. I am your constant companion in this waiting. Let your heart find refuge in my faithfulness, which never wavers or fails. Though seasons change and shadows lengthen, my love remains the unchanging light that guides you through every night. When the world feels uncertain and your soul feels parched, remember that I am the living water, the wellspring that never runs dry. Will you believe me this time? Will you allow yourself to be still and know that my timing is flawless, perfect beyond what your human perspective can grasp? This waiting, painful though it may be, is a holy invitation into intimacy, a chance to be shaped into the image of patience and trust. Let this truth settle deeply in you. My presence is your sanctuary, my love your eternal anchor. The silence will not last forever, and the waiting will yield its fruit in due season. Until then, rest in my arms. Let me carry your burdens, soothe your fears, and envelop you in hope. You are not alone, my beloved, not ever. Let your heart receive this embrace, and let your spirit lean into the grace that is pouring out through the waiting. I am here, watching, working, loving you with a relentless passion. Your eyes may be fixed on the horizon, but your heart can